I'm going to make some fish and chips, a unique style, my take on anyway, tonight. But the first thing we're going to start with is a good tartar sauce. So I've got some parsley and celery leaves I pulled out of the garden, a lemon, capers. Since I don't have any pickles, I'm going to use the juice from pepperoncinis that are pickled, and some mayonnaise. That's about 4 tablespoons of mayonnaise and a handful of parsley and celery leaf. And here's some lemon juice, just a little bit. Some drained capers. I could add a bunch more stuff to it and make it a remoulade, but I'm just going for a good zesty tartar sauce. Some juice from pickled pepperoncini peppers. I might add some dill to it. We'll see. I'll taste it. Gotta mix all this in first. Give it a taste. Okay, I'll add some salt. A bit of black pepper. It's not quite sour enough, so I'll add a little bit more pickle juice. That tastes pretty good to me. I might go grab some fresh dill and add that, but it needs to sit in the refrigerator for at least an hour to set up. My potato chips, or fries, whatever you want to call them, I've drained them, washed them with cold water, drained them, and salted them. And here I'm using the thrift cooker as a deep fryer. I've got butter, olive oil, and shortening in here, heating up. There's my cod. Got some buttermilk, and this is 2 cups of whole wheat flour. Since it's not self-rising, I'm going to add a little bit of baking powder. Not too much, just a little bit. And we'll liberally season it with salt and pepper. I'm going to add just a little bit of buttermilk. And this will be mostly water. I'm just going to add the buttermilk for flavor and to help it to stick. And I'll be back in just a second. The buttermilk worked in, so now I'm going to add a half cup of cornmeal and some filtered water. And that's good to start. Since it's an antique bowl, I'm using a wooden spoon instead of a fork, so I won't make you watch all of this. But I'm going to work this until it's a smooth batter, and I'll add a little bit of my homemade Carolina Reaper sauce. In the meantime, it sounds like we're starting to fry here. So we might drop in some of our potatoes. There, I cut the cod into portions, and I added just a little bit of salt, paprika, and curry powder. And there's our batter. And our fries are going good. I'm going to keep the lid off for a while because they do have a lot of water in them. So I got my fan going. Once these get done, we'll pull them out and we'll go to the fish next. But I'll go ahead and drop this into the batter. Yeah, I know I only seasoned one side because the batter is already seasoned. And I don't want to overdo it. You can always add more, but you can never take away. So I'll go ahead and put this in the batter and we'll pop it in the fridge and let it chill just a little bit. We don't want it to get cold. It needs to be kind of close to room temperature, but we just want it to marinate for a little bit while the fries are cooking. So I'll be back. It looks like our fries are about done now. I'll pull out the brownest ones. Lay them on some paper towels in the colander. Try to get as much grease off of them as possible. Oops. And we're going to put them in the oven on low just to keep them crispy. That's the problem with having only one deep fryer. You're going to you can't do the fish and the fries at the same time, you know. But the fries you can keep crispy, the fish you cannot. That's why we do the fries first. Last couple of those out. And we'll let that recover temperature. And I'll go ahead and salt these again. And I have some parsley chopped up to put on top of them. And then we'll put these in the oven on warm. Just on the very lowest setting. I would use my warming closet, but it's got a bunch of pans and stuff in it right now, so that's why I'm using the oven. But there's our fish. Like I said, I didn't want it to get too cold, just slightly cold, so we'll let this come up to temperature while this reheats. You hear that? It's coming up to temperature. We're almost there. Just a couple of minutes and we'll drop the fish in. You know, I found an advertisement today for my old Westinghouse that I had before this. It has double ovens and it's similar to this one, but this came from the Westinghouse. But it has a whole lot more chrome and big fluorescent light, and the knobs change colors and all this fancy stuff. But it doesn't have the deep well cooker, so I'm gonna stick with this one because I use this thing a lot. We're about ready to drop some fish in. Let's see here, if I can do this without making a mess. One piece. Don't want to crowd it too much because it'll drop the temperature, so just you don't want to handle it much because you'll pull the batter off. Drop it in, let it go. As you can see, it gets done pretty quickly. Turn. Add one more. All those little pieces of batter, we're going to collect those. That's kind of required to do it right. Next batch is done, and I also threw in a cheese stuffed mushroom. I figured, well, I've got all this batter, I might as well use it. It's nice and crispy, not too brown, just enough. I believe that's the last of the fish. So we'll just fry these mushrooms and a couple more potatoes in case the first batch got soggy. And I'll plate it for you. So here we have the little crispy bits I told you about. The fried cod, the fried potatoes with the parsley. This is my tartar sauce. What you saw with the appetizer was ranch. And this is some balsamic vinegar and Worcestershire sauce to mimic the sort of Long John Silver's flair. Only thing that's missing is a lemon juice. So